Okay, folks, this is about the Nikon 1V3 with the EVF on and off. I've done multiple shots. I've used different lenses for stabilization, try out like 30 to 110 compared to others. And we'll watch the videos on that. But I do have to have or give a safety concern and also probably you might be losing your micro SD card also. So let me show you this. So as you can see, you have to wear safety goggles, I would recommend, for removing the SD card from the J5. Might be the same thing on the V3, but the V3 is sideways. So unless you're looking at the thing, wear your safety goggles, all right? So let's go to the first video. Okay, I am at 1/60th of a shutter speed, f8, ISO 800. I'm recording high definition. I think it's 30. I'm not sure. Maybe it's 60 because of the 10-minute file. But what am I doing? Okay. f2.8 lens, 10. I got the V3. And it looks kind of crooked, but I'm not worried about it. So I have an EVF on here, and it's slowing down my wild shot shooting. So if I can take a picture, and I'm going to go into camera mode. Let's do this. Okay. And I'm going to take 10 shots at a time. Okay? So, this is what the EVF, and I'm going to do it on my cat. It won't be in focus, but... Hear that? There's my dog. Okay. I took about 10 or 20 shots of the cat, 10 or 20 shots of the dog, just now with the EVF on. I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to remove the EVF. I'm going to turn it back on. Okay? So let's see if it does the same thing again. 1, 2, 3. Gotta do it again. Alright. Now my cat. So, you see, I'm just holding down the shutter. You can see how fast this is. This little bitty camera can do it. I have a dummy battery. Battery lasts me forever. I got a terabyte SD card in here. I can take all the pictures I want with this little bitty camera. Now I only have the 10mm wide. I'm gonna now put on the 10 to 30 for stabilization, and we'll see how well that does. For stabilization, and we'll see how well that does. So I'll turn it off, and then I'll try it with the EVF off, EVF on. So let me just do this over again. I'm going to turn it on, reset the 10 shots at a time with the EVF. Let's see what happens. These aren't moving. The shutter is going off, but what we're looking at is focusing. That's the only way you can tell to see if it's working. So I'm doing the same thing. Okay. So this is just the first clip. I'm going to change the lens to 10 to 30, look at the stabilization, walk around a little bit, and then I'll do the same thing with the EVF, taking pictures to see if it makes a difference. I will also use the 30 to 110 because that's stabilized, and then I'm going to do the 70 to 300, which is for wildlife. And I think one picture should hit something. These two were stationary, all right? The plant is not moving, it's stationary. I'm going to try to get something that's moving with the 3 other lenses to see how it works. So I'll be right back. So in part 2, I'll show you slideshows or whatever of the pictures I was taking. But just to give you a sample, I was trying out the camera before I went outside to do some pics. So let's go to the share window. I'm using the NX Studio. So I'm moving my mouse over. So I'm practicing with the EVF, and I got it in incandescent lighting. Okay. And I changed it. So you can see I'm shooting. You can see my reflection in the mirror, but you can start seeing things that's in focus. And I've taken some just before I did my multiple shot ones. So I'm just moving around a little bit. Okay, this is the beginning of it, all right? And I could do a plus. So you see, it's not sharp, okay? But I'll keep doing some pictures. So you see, some are sharp, some aren't, okay? Now, she's sharp now. Now, this is with the LCD screen. So I'm just moving picture by picture. And I think I finally took the EVF off. Okay, so I'm switching between the LCD and EVF. But you see, you really can't see anything in focus. And that's the problem with this camera, is you really need to be in the sunlight to get the focusing working correctly. But look at all the shots I've been doing, and you see I was just pointing down, and I was using the LCD screen, and I was missing the shot. Okay? But you see, these aren't in focus either, but it's not on the subject. So, if you look at leaves and cement, okay, back on the dog. So this is just going back and forth. Next video, I'll show the stabilization of the V3 with the 3 different lenses. Now, you see this? When you're using the EVF, you get blackout after so many shots. And it might be between the 10 shots at a time or whatever, okay? But as you can see, 470 shots. So you see, when I was using the EVF, I got some pictures that were sharp. But then when you continue on, okay, oh, wrong one. All right. Back here. So you see some are sharp. I might be going too fast for the program to sharpen it. But you can see how many shots you can roll off on this thing. It's incredible. This is a 1-inch sensor, right? V3 is a great camera. It doesn't do too well in the shade. So you can see, I can see some things not in focus, some are. So basically this is the 10 to 30, all right? No, take that back. This is the 10 millimeter. All right. Look how I can get in close, and it's kind of a macro in a way, but still for 10 millimeter. And I wanted to do that before I started using the zooms, like the 10-30, the 30 to 110. And I might have used the 10 to 30 on this one. Let's see. No, this is 10 millimeter. Okay. So let me speed this up real quick. All right. So I switched to different ones. This is the 70 to 300. Okay. And I'm trying to, get pictures of the birds. And as you can see, when you pan with EVF, you get some blurry shots when you're panning. When you're standing still, it's okay. Now, why am I showing you this? Someone just shot at the stop sign with a bullet. That wasn't there yesterday. But just to show you, I just noticed that, just by looking through the this lens. Because I was trying to make sure that it was in focus. This is the bird nest, nothing's in it. But what I'm doing is trying to take shots all in a row, trying to get one picture in focus. And you can see how I'm missing. This is with the EVF, okay? Bokeh looks good. But now you get one focus shot. Now watch the sequence. And I might have zoomed in on there. But still, this is what I'm saying. You may get one focus out of 10 shots. And then you see some things out of focus. So I've been trying to reach this bird. And I'm going to go, let's see, let's do this. Is it 100%? Yeah. Let me move it back right there. Okay. So I was missing this shot. All right. I had to move up a little bit forward. So that's my driveway and grass and the ditch. Ditch on top, grass. So you see, I'm out of focus right there. I'm trying to find the bird and trying to guess where it is. But it's in the shady part. You can see where some are sharp. So the bird, if I go back to the left, okay, He's right there. Okay, but I was having a hard time trying to find him. So I'm panning. Trying to guess where he is. And I'm not having any luck. Now, he's right there, folks, in the shade. All right, so I gave up on him. And this is the bird that plays hide and seek with me, okay? So she's out of focus, but you can see where the grass is in focus, okay? So shooting with the EVF, I'm trying to get one picture in focus, and there it is. See, she's out of focus. In focus. So out of the sequence, so far we only have 2 shots that are in focus. I don't know if that's a grass blade or an insect. Anyway, try it again. You can see the bird. I'm trying to get in focus. So I use the LCD screen and EVF, okay? And my conclusion is they're both out of focus at the same time, all right? It's harder to see through the LCD screen in the daylight. So you can see where the grass is in focus. You can see the bird head, LCD screen. So it doesn't have detection, even if I have it set to eyes and stuff. So I keep trying. So out of all the sequence I may have had, yeah, you can saw that little insect going. So I'm missing the shot completely. You can see the bird's head right there poking out now and then. He sees me, but he's trying to hide. There we go. Get a better view. I stepped up a little bit, and I still couldn't get it in focus. It flew off. You can see the bird back there. But you see, that was probably my best shot on this version. There it is. That's a good shot. Okay? And I could keep going on just to show you, hey, you know, that sequence is pretty good. But then it gets blurry. Okay? Because the bird is moving. I'm trying to track it. And you can see where some things are in focus and the bird isn't. So I stopped a little bit, started shooting again. You know, I first tried to do the focus and then shoot. So I was figuring out what to do. Okay, where is it? It's right there, I think. See, I'm trying to look for it, and I'm missing it. There it is. Okay, that's what I was looking for. The pictures don't look sharp, If I do an increase, just to show you, you see, she's not sharp. I can go back. That's kind of sharp. But they're out of focus. When you're doing in a sequence, it's not working. Okay, that one may be, no, see, she's out of focus. And I'll just decrease it to normal size. So if you're looking at small pictures, this is fine, okay? Let me do one more. And one more. Okay, we'll just keep it like that for now. So it looks sharp that way, but actually it's not. But you see, taking shots, this is pretty good, but you got to remember she's around vegetation, she's in the shade. She's looking at me. So when using the EVF, I could get her better than the LCD screen. Try to get her centered, but as you can see, when you shoot in a row, the camera moves. And that's because, and I'm just holding the shutter button down. And the stabilization is on. I'll say one thing is the stabilization is great taking photos. You just got to make sure that the subject's in the center. But by this time it's been over 300 pics. I think that's the end, yeah. And anyway, let's leave it on one that I think I like the best. Get her in the center. Yeah, that one right there. We'll just leave it right there. I'll increase it. In fact, I think I'll put it on full screen. Oh, it was on full screen. Okay, let me do this. I'll do it this way. Now I'll put it on full screen. Now I'll increase it a little bit. There we go. One more. I'll leave it like that. Okay? So thank you for watching. This is just part one. Part two will have the video part with the stabilization. So remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, folks. Have a wonderful day.